guys, I'm Laura Vitale. On this episode of Laura in the Kitchen, I figured it was about time to bring you a brownie recipe, and I love German chocolate cake, so I figured we'd do German chocolate cake brownies. So good, you're gonna love them. Let's go over the ingredients to make the base, which is just my same ingredients, same base as my chewy brownies, which I love, which as I'm sure you know, the recipe is very basic. You just need unsweetened cocoa powder, all-purpose flour, granulated sugar, a little instant espresso, a little salt, semi-sweet chocolate chips, unsalted butter, and eggs. That's everything you'll need for the brownie base, and then I'll show you how to make the frosting, which that's kind of like what makes this like that German chocolate cake vibe. It's so good. I've got my oven preheated to 350. I've got an 8x8 inch pan ready to go, lined with parchment paper, so we are in business. All right, in my saucepan, I'm gonna add my butter and my chocolate. You can do exactly the same thing in the microwave in a bowl. You don't have to use a saucepan, but you know, I like to live on the edge sometimes and hit you with the unexpected, because normally I would be putting it in the microwave. I'm just gonna stay in here and stir these together until the chocolate and the butter is melted, and then that's pretty much it, and everything else just kind of gets mixed together and then into the oven it goes. That looks good. Now it's just a question of putting everything together. Mix your dry ingredients and the sugar, and then you just add your eggs. Get those mixed in a little bit, and then you just pour in your chocolate and butter mixture. Get that all in there, and then mix everything until it's combined. And that is your delicious chocolatey, chewy brownie mixture done. All right, perfect. These are gonna go into my preheated oven at 350 for about 35 minutes or so. And then once they come out, we'll get going on making the frosting. Okay, so for the frosting, you're gonna need unsalted butter, brown sugar and granulated sugar, sweetened shredded coconut, chopped pecans, egg yolks, evaporated milk, and vanilla extract. My brownies baked for 35 minutes. I took them out like a second ago, so they're gonna sit back there for a few minutes while we make our frosting, so it's all gonna work out perfectly in the end when it comes to time. In a saucepan, you're gonna add the butter, both kinds of sugar, and the milk. And I'm just going to turn this on like medium-low until the butter is melted, and then I'm gonna go ahead and add the egg yolks, but I'll show you what it looks like when this mixture is ready. At this point, add in your egg yolks. Make sure you add them in at this point and not when anything's boiling, because you can run the risk of scrambling your egg yolks, and nobody wants that. And you may also be asking, well, why didn't you just add the egg yolks in the very beginning with everything else? For some reason, I just find that it doesn't blend as easily, and you will get stuck with a few pieces of like scrambled egg, and I don't know why, but it's just very unpleasant to me. So I just added it at this point, and you can see, look, it's smooth and lovely. The butter is still melting. I've got a couple pieces of butter left. Perfect. And I'm just going to cook this on medium-low heat for about 10 minutes, and then we'll finish off the frosting, and then we'll layer. It's going to be so good. Looks perfect. Now, if any pieces of eggs were to scramble or cook up, just take them out. It'll be fine. And you won't have many anyway if you're constantly stirring on medium-low. Adding my vanilla. Oh, it smells so good. Along with my coconut and my pecans. Give that a whirl. It's gonna be really yummy. And it's gonna set on the brownies perfectly. I'm really excited about this. Get it off my wooden spoon, switch to my spatula. Onto the brownies it goes. Perfect. Now this just needs several hours so that they set and they get all delicious and gooey and just so yummy. And when they're ready, I'm gonna cut into them and show you what they look like. My brownies set for a few hours, and they're perfect and ready to cut and dig in. They smell insanely good. You can cut them into whatever size you want, but I prefer like nothing too big, because otherwise, I mean, they're just so sweet. Now, the brownies are very dense, very chewy, Oh, very chocolatey. I mean, obviously, I'm about that life because that's the kind of brownie I like. I mean, look at that. Look at the height of that. The ratio from brownie and frosting is like on point. Like, I want to show you what I mean by the brownie. Like, the edges a little bit crispy, which Joe loves. To be honest, that's not my favorite part. This is my favorite part of a brownie. That gooey, chewy, delicious, fudgy yumminess. That is insane. It is like, I don't even know. I don't even know. It is so rich. The coconut and pecans. It's just heavenly. I can't even. Just go to loveroutinthekitchen.com to get this recipe because it is so insanely good. You will love it. Make them this weekend. You will not regret it. Hope you enjoy spending time with me, and I'll see you next time. Bye.